So it's time for some cool Avowed news. Let's look into this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I would like to talk about Avowed, a new game by Obsidian Entertainment that was announced 2 or 3 years ago during one of the Xbox E3 shows. Now, since that announcement, we really haven't had any official information about this game coming from developers or the publisher. But we did get quite a lot of leaks and rumors. We even got a little bit of a peek into how the game looks like. There's been some screenshots shared a couple of months ago and stuff, like very low quality, and they didn't really tell much about the game per se, but we know that this is going to be an RPG by Obsidian Entertainment. Some people compare it to like Skyrim, but like more compact and stuff, so with more focus on narratives, if you know what I mean, and story. So I'm really looking forward to play that game. But I've got a little bit of an interesting news now about this game, because apparently, according to Idle Sloth, or should I really say Globe Gamer, because credit goes to that guy, Digimancy Entertainment Studio is collaborating in development of Avowed. The CEO worked at Obsidian during the making of Pillars of Eternity. Also, one of the writers on Disco Elysium that worked on Pentiment now works for Digimancy. So this is a very interesting thing, and I guess that tweet needs a little bit of a context, if you know what I mean, because there's a couple of very important things. So first off, Digimancy is a rather smaller studio. I did check their website and even LinkedIn page. According to LinkedIn page, they've got around 11 people. I mean, they may have more. Like sometimes these companies don't necessarily register everyone at their LinkedIn page, but they have a rather small studio, and they consist of like RPG senior veterans, right? And the fact that the CEO of that company worked at Obsidian during the making of Pillars of Eternity, that just goes to show what kind of people we're talking about here, right? So it looks like at least some of the ex-Obsidian Entertainment people just set up a company, and right now looks like they are supporting other studios like Obsidian, of course. So they are rather a support studio. They haven't really released any game themselves. But what's very interesting about this particular tweet and that second line, that the CEO worked at Obsidian during the making of Pillars of Eternity, this second paragraph is very important, because Avowed is actually based on Pillars of Eternity, I guess, lore. So Avowed is taking place in Pillars of Eternity world, right? I mean, it's not necessarily a direct sequel or anything like that. This is going to be a separate story, but in the same world, if you know what I mean, right? So if that guy has a lot of experience from working with Pillars of Eternity, it makes sense to hire him for Avowed as well, because they will be reusing a lot of the same lore, if you know what I mean, right? So yeah, it's interesting, and it's I guess it doesn't necessarily mean that Avowed is coming anytime soon, although I think it is. Using a support studios is nothing new in the gaming industry, but I guess it goes to show what Microsoft's strategy is with these big games. Like Obsidian may not be the biggest studio, but they seek help they seek support from other companies, and looks like Digimancy actually does that right now. And this is not the first company helping Xbox making some other games. We've got Perfect Dark and Crystal Dynamics working on that game, and a couple of other games as well. So yeah, this is interesting. I'm actually looking forward to Avowed. There's a number of rumors suggesting that Avowed may be shown during this year's Xbox showcase next month, and it may be launching early next year. So there's a rumor saying that Hellblade 2 is a late 2023 title, while Avowed is scheduled for like I would say first half of 2024. And also every single time when an Xbox executive talks about like games and like the immediate future, so we're not talking about like games coming out like 3, 4, 5 years from now, but games coming within next a year, maybe a year and a half, they always talk about games like Hellblade 2, Avowed, Contraband, so that makes sense. So if I were to guess, looks like Hellblade 2 is going to be late 2023 title. So that is, well, that's going to, this is going to be a fire end of the, that would be a fire end of the year for Xbox, if Hellblade 2 launched, Forza Motorsport, Starfield, maybe Contraband, because I remember Jez Corden talking about Contraband last year, and he was saying that Contraband looks to be a 2023 title as well. But I mean, I would not be surprised if that title got delayed. Also, I'm wondering what's going on with Stalker 2. Developers of that games are rather quiet right now. They've been quiet lately. So, I just hope that they are so busy with working on that game that they don't have time for other stuff, basically, right? I know that they got hacked, so I hope that didn't really hurt them too much. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to Avowed. I did like Skyrim, so even though Skyrim was not necessarily about story, it was more about like exploration and everything. So if Obsidian delivered Skyrim with better story, oh boy, that would be something really, really special. And we all know that Obsidian is very good at story-driven kind of games. They are very good with characters and dialogues and that kind of stuff. I still remember the Outer Worlds and some of the dialogues there. I guess all the relationships between the crew and stuff, like, were very special as well. So I loved the Outer Worlds. So I really do hope that at least some of the Outer Worlds DNA is going to be transplanted to Avowed as well. I know that it's going to be a totally different setting, but gameplay mechanics and some of these I guess RPG mechanics were so goddamn good in that game that I really do hope they will make their way to Avowed as well. So guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.